Alrighty, it's Rick Passek, FlyFish Fanatic. Welcome to my tying bench. I'm out here in Manzanillo here. Probably my last videos that I'm going to be doing here. So this is where I've been staying for the last month. So there's a little bit of noise here right now. So hopefully everything will be okay. But this is part 4, final part of my my all dub Leech series. So it'll be this one will be kind of a dark and light olive, but a little bit different than the last 3 that I've shown you guys. If I could put it in order right, we'll see. Yeah, the last 3 have been a little bit different than this one. This one is a bit more blended. So, but you'll see, all of these are just giving you guys ideas. You don't have to go with the color schemes that I'm using. Those are color schemes that have worked for me, and I suggest them. But go with color schemes that work for you guys in your area and your lakes. But just give you an idea of how to tie to blend them and how to have that little hotspot tail and that kind of stuff. So, alrighty, hope you guys enjoy this final one of the series. Let's get tying. So it's continuation of the all dub Leech series here. This is number 4. Starting off the same hook again, the FW563 in a size 8. Okay. This has got a brass bead on it. It is oversized. I think it's a 532, but I can't remember. I forgot to label this one. I'm going to be using some Semperfli Nano Silk in floral green. Hopefully I don't run out. We'll find out. And this is going to again be a 2-tone. It's going to be the Scud Dubbing Olive Brown and the Scud Dubbing Olive. Or light olive. I'd call that more of a light olive. So, okay. So, all the way back, all the way forward. Nippy nippy. Get and this 2-tone is going to be different than the other 2 tones. So, you'll see. But I'm just going to grab out my green Scud Dubbing here and pull out some, because some of this stuff, just like any dubbing, is a little bit shorter. So you just gotta find. There we go. That's better. A little longer. You gotta find the longer fiber sometimes, right? For the tail. And sometimes it's just the way I'm pulling it out too, because I'm actually pulling it out by the center of the length, not by the tip. So there we go. It's our little package. So I'm actually going to bring this back, and I'm going to only do it about halfway, which is fine because of the next step. All the way back to my point. Okay. Pull out anything that's loose, just check my length, pinch it off. Okay, take my dubbing loop. I'm not worried about this step. You'll see why later. Dove and spinner. Same material. Same color as the tail. Just pulling it out and stacking it here on my desk. Just making sure that it's laying the way I want it, right? When I pull it out, I can see which way it lays. So that's the way I want it. Just so when I put it into my dubbing loop, all the fibers are going the same direction. Okay? So now I'll just spread that out. Try to make sure that it's roughly in the halfway point. Got a really good spin up. Barbecue brush it out. A couple of nice turns right at the back end. It'll help fluff up that tail a bit more. and it'll give it a nice taper to that tail. Okay, tie that off. I just cut off my dubbing loop. I won't need that for this for now. Take my barbecue brush, brush this out. This just gets the majority out, and then I'll go with my Velcro. And just lick my fingers just a little bit just to control it. I'm going to put the brown olive away just so I don't contaminate the colors. Grab the olive itself, or again what I would call light olive, and I'm going to repeat that process. I'm going to make myself a dubbing loop. Go right back up against where you stopped, come back forward, put it on your spinner. Do the same process, putting your materials on your table, just getting a nice little package going in the same direction. It's key to tying these scuds is making sure that you try to keep the fibers of your whatever dubbing you're using going in the same direction. This might be a little too much here. Okay. There you go, pull too hard. Forgot I'm not using nano silk. Okay, same thing, just over top, tight, tight, tight against the last, tight, tight, tight against the last. Nice and tight right in behind that bead. Nice and tight right in behind that bead. And then tie that off. Couple in front, couple behind, couple in front. Just make sure that's nicely tied off. Nip off what's left of my dubbing loop there. 3-turn whip finish, Sally Hansen's. There you can tell my depth perception right there. I think I'm putting it on, but I'm an inch away. And one more. Took that off. Barbecue brush. Velcro. And it just gives you that little hint of that brighter green through it. And there you go. A little blended type. This one's more blended than the others because the other one's got a solid tail. This has more blended, right? So do it and experiment with your colors, guys. Use the colors that work in the area that you live and the areas that you fish. If you know that blood red leeches work really well, put on a little bit of a black tail or a black head and the red body, or put on a darker red and a lighter red, or experiment. Again, things in nature are not, they're not standard. They're not, you'll never find a black leech. Leeches have a little bit of tan in them, a little bit of brown in them, a little bit of black in them, like stripes in a black, darker black than lighter black. They'll have red, right? So just experiment with what you guys do. Don't just stick with the, oh yeah, black. I see black leeches. Yep, they work, but if you try to get them even closer matched, they'll work even better. So, hey, hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the last of this series. I mean, it's pretty well the same tying style every time. It's just one has a tail. Well, one was all one color. One has two of them had tails of different colors. This one had a different collar, a different color, right? So it's basically the same tying style, just a little bit different. So, alrighty, Thailand's everybody.